welcome back to London, everyone. As you might be aware, that is Westminster Abbey, but there's a nice cafe down here. It's not your greasy spoon type of cafe, it's a bit of a more of an upmarket one, but I've heard they do a really nice breakfast, and it is literally just round the corner down this way. I'll show you it. Literally a 2-minute walk from where I just was. Old Queen Street, and it's called the Old Queen Street Cafe. Yeah, and it's meant to be nice for breakfast. So sorry, we'll have a look. That's it there. Right, let's go in and see what it's like. Nice looking place. Smaller than I thought. I thought it was going to be a great big place, but it's only quite small. But I'm early, so it's pretty empty. Just looking at the menu, I think I'm going to try their Queen Street Cafe breakfast, which is, where is it? Hang on, 19 quid. Poached eggs, sausage, bacon, roast tomatoes, roast mushrooms, baked beans, black pudding, toast. You know the score. Yeah, I'm going to give that a go. But yeah, quite a nice, cool looking place. Looks good. 2 poached eggs, beans, nice sausages they look, bit of black pudding. Yeah, looks really good. I'll tell you what it's like. That is a nice breakfast. They're lovely, the eggs, and the sausages are really lovely too. Yeah, no complaints from me. That is a good breakfast. I can talk a bit better now. The people right next to me have gone. Really good though. I'm really enjoying it. Like top ingredients it is, you can tell. Sausages are delicious. Bacon was nice as well. I woofed it down a bit quick though. I'll definitely be getting a cake later. Yeah, really nice. Definitely recommend this. I think it might be a bit of a touristy place, but there's a few Americans in here. There was an Australian couple just left. But good little option. That's the bite in it right there. Sausage, bacon and beans. Delicious. Absolutely destroyed it. No, it was good, really good. And 19 quid, even though for a lot of you that is a bit expensive, I do appreciate that, but in Westminster, you know, just round the corner from like Big Ben and all that, I don't think that's too bad really, you know. You're in one of the most expensive upmarket parts of London, so yeah, I'll definitely try it. Definitely recommend it. Really good breakfast. They've even got a picture of one of the cabman shelters. I like that. Got some great old pictures on the wall in here. That's madness. I'm going to see them in a couple of weeks. You could easily miss this place. Everyone's walking past the end of the road, but yeah, it's just sort of tucked down this little side street. But yeah, if you're like a tourist from out of town and you want an English breakfast, I'd definitely recommend that place. If you're a bit frightened of a real greasy spoon, this is sort of like a more upmarket, posher version, let's call it. But yeah, the breakfast was fantastic. You pay a little bit more in places like that, but definitely recommend it. Old Queen Street Cafe, literally 2-minute walk from Westminster Abbey. Turn right at the end there. So you cut through St James's Park, only about a 2-minute walk away from that last place. Over the other side of the road is the Churchill War Rooms, and that is the reason I've come up London today. I've wanted to look in this place for ages actually, and I've got a ticket. It's quite expensive. It's about, I think it's 32 or 36 quid. I'll put it up on screen now, unless you're a member. But yeah, it's really interesting. Basically, this is sort of right round the back of Parliament, and underneath this building that he had like a secret bunker where he sort of directed all his staff in the Second World War. And yeah, something that I'm really looking forward to having a look around. I don't know how it would be filming it for a vlog, but I'll try and show you the best I can. The Churchill War Rooms. So that is the cabinet room, and that is left exactly as it was at the end of the Second World War. It's exactly as it's left. Pretty amazing. So that was Churchill's private secretary's office. It's amazing that these sort of secret bunker type place was so near central London. I would have thought it would have been like out in the countryside or something. But yeah, it's really interesting. It's hard to get it across in this vlog, but I'll show you the little bits that I can. So that is the transatlantic telephone room. So that's where they used to ring the President of the United States. That's an actual picture of how it was down here. Nothing's really changed, to be honest. That's Churchill's hat. It wasn't a bowler hat, it's called a Boker hat. Not quite as round. And that's his bow tie there. He liked to drop with the old alcohol, didn't he? These are just some of his favourite ones. Drop a cognac. That is so cool. That is his romper suit. I've seen photos of him in that. Brilliant. So if you've ever seen that famous picture, that's the suit. So cool seeing him in real life. This bit's just explaining how Churchill sort of needed the Americans on board because he knew we couldn't win it on our own. And then there's a good display here about all our other allies: Australia, Canada, New Zealand. We don't forget you lot. That made me laugh. I used to abide by them rules a bit too much. This is his funeral. They're taking him down the Thames on a boat. So that is the original door from 10 Downing Street. So this is Churchill's bodyguard's room. Pretty basic. mad, all their little individual bedrooms. This one's Major Morton.
He had two daughters who were like his.
Oh look, there's even a cafe down here. Let's go and grab a coffee. Really interesting. It's just quite hard to sort of portray it on a vlog. But yeah, it's really worth seeing. So that's where we are, in the underground bunker. So we're actually going through to the cabinet war rooms now. But this is mad, they've drilled this tunnel with like core drivers through this whole section. Looks too small for old Churchill, that bed. He used to have meetings in here. That's his desk at the end there. St James's Park is beautiful, especially on a day like today. Yeah, that Churchill War Rooms was absolutely fantastic. I don't know how it'll come across on here because you know, it's hard to film a lot of them sort of things, but yeah, if you've got any interest in history and that sort of stuff, well worth a visit. Right, I need a sweet treat. So I've walked back to Trafalgar Square, still haven't had a sweet treat, but this place, St Martin's in the Field, we'll have a quick look in there first, but in the crypt I think there's a cafe. Well, I know there's a cafe, so I'm going to get myself a bit of cake in there. Let's have a quick look in this one. Oh well, I don't think you can see the window, it's meant to, it's all like distorted. Beautiful. It's great, that window. Well, it's a pretty one. Ceiling's beautiful. Always look back at the door, that's normally where the organ is. Beautiful. Right, I'm going to go into the basement, into the crypt. So that's the entrance to the crypt. I think they have like concerts and things down there, but there is a nice cafe. I'll show you it. It's massive in here. Beautiful, though. I think they sell nice bits of cake. Oh, that's mad, isn't it? If you look at the floor, it's all the old headstones. I bet people don't even notice that as they're walking along here. Right, cake time. Such a cool space. I went for chocolate fudge cake, quite a big old lump. £4.40 I think it was, and a can of Coke. I think that was about £2. And we are sitting on top of, in memory of Mary, the wife of Mr. Richard Yebley. When did Mary pass away? I can't see. Oh, we are 1816. God rest her soul. Who else we got? We got memory of John Wilson. He died in 1809. Yeah, it's quite crazy that you're sitting here eating your cake and having your coffees and stuff, and you're standing on all these headstones. You know what's coming, don't you? Delicious. I'm going to enjoy that. I've not had a proper look, but I quite like the look of that one, and that's quite an old one. That was, he died in, see that, 1777. Yeah. This is the little sideway out. You ain't got to go down the spiral staircase then. That's the name of it. Cafe in the Crypt, St Martin's in the Field. Right, that's it for today. I do a lot of walking on these vlogs. You don't see it, but I've been like walking half the day. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. That Churchill War Rooms is fantastic. I love that. I'll try and sort of edit this so it make it interesting for you. But I was in there for hours, but I'll cut it down a bit and hello. I'll cut it down a bit and try and make it so you enjoy seeing a few things. Yeah, old Queen Street Cafe, that was really good. If you don't fancy going to a Greasy Spoon, if you're not from London, but you want a nice English breakfast, try that place out. It's a bit smarter, nice dining room, not too bad, like price. All right, you're paying a bit more than a cafe, but you know, it is London. But yeah, well worth a visit. That's Charing Cross Station there. So that's it. Take care, God bless, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed it.